Yo, what's up? I'm back. We got the Karazhan Crypts release now, and we managed to clear it on Mythic difficulty. Kind of quick after the release, so I thought I would throw together a quick guide here. And this is obviously just how we chose to do it, there might be better ways though. The boss seemed fairly straightforward to kill, at least when we did it. You basically kill his ad. The ad is gonna give a random player in your party a key. You use the key to open the doors that you can see there that are marked by the runes. Once you've opened the correct door, it seems to be a guessing game. You kill a heart that's inside of the door, and after you kill the heart, you can damage the boss. Alright, so I just want to point out that at this point in the fight we had no idea what to do. We figured it out eventually, so I'm just gonna skip forward a bit here. Also worth mentioning that you definitely want to nuke the animated blood as soon as possible. Also, I'm expecting this to probably get tuned. As you can see here, it was like 7 guardians in one spot, and the knockup seems to be giga powerful. Just want to mention that. Alright, so right here we can see that I got the key of blood. And I wasn't sure what to do with it at first, but it seems to be a guessing game, right? So at this point you just have to pick a door, and thankfully I chose the right one, it appeared like. So as soon as we open it here, the heart is gonna be in here. So we basically smash this, and then we go back to damaging boss and killing ads. Alright, so this was definitely the boss that gave us the most trouble. We ended up going with the strat that we nuke the first set of ads, and once the second set spawns, we killed the archer first, because his barrage was hitting us for 18k. And after we killed the archer, we killed the mage. Alright, so right here, the gateway spawn is coming up. You definitely want to nuke those as fast as possible to prevent more wretched sinners from coming in. Because each time a sinner goes into the boss, it gives him 10 runic power at the time. I now hear that this is nerfed to 5, but the core mechanic should still apply. That if enough sinners go into the boss, his gauge is gonna fill up and this is going to explode your group with like 60k party-wide damage. So at this point we were sitting in Discord trying to discuss how we're gonna do this. We decided that I was gonna stay on the boss since I had the highest single target damage, and my other 2 DPSs in my party tried to cleave and take out as many sinners as they could. Alright, so here we are at the third boss. Sadly, I can't provide any real insight gameplay-wise here. The essence is that you need one person to enter the portal to get transformed. And that person simply has to not die for the entire encounter. And the person that is transformed has the ability to kill the big warrior rad, and is also able to strip the immune from the boss, so the rest of your party can blast. Other than that, try to not stand in shit, and me and the other DPS in my group that was not transformed, we just decided to go ham on the small lads, and it seemed to work out. Sadly, it took a while before we realized that the transformed player could strip his immune though. Alright, so it was right about here that our transformed player figured out that he could actually strip the armor, so you can probably shave off like 3 minutes of this fight if you just do this from the start, but you live and you learn. Alright, so this boss right here has an ability called Finality or something like that, and it basically one-shots the entire group, kind of like the Judgment of Sinner's boss. We figured out eventually that you have to kill this ward right here, and it's gonna spawn a big-ass shield. So you stand in the shield to negate the one-shot mechanic, and once that is finished, the boss is gonna come down to the pool right here. She doesn't seem to do a lot of damage directly to the tank, but as you can see, she does some kind of AoE bullshit behind her. You definitely don't want to stand in that, you're gonna die. I think it happens to one of our players this run. But in all honesty, the boss isn't that hard. The hardest part about this fight is actually the bone pile, and you will see what I mean in a bit. Alright, so right here she starts casting again, and we kind of assumed that we would die, but we actually got teleported into the Shadow Realm, and we basically just nuked everything in here. We tried to prioritize the chains, and if you get the beam thing on you, just make sure to point it away from the others, so you don't mess everyone up. Right, so now we basically do phase 1 again, and as you can see, her AoE attack one-shotted one of our DPS players here. And at this point, we saw that the skeleton caster was up there, so we kind of wanted to kill it, right? And it turned out that the bone pile was actually the hardest part about this boss, since it's basically a jumping puzzle. And she throws it on top of the pile as well. So I end up dying here, but thankfully our tank and our last DPS player clutch it out. Right, and that's it basically. We didn't get the achievement, but thankfully our lovely developers came in and fixed it and gave them to us manually. But yeah, that's the entire run. Hopefully I was able to provide some kind of insight. Everything is subject to change, obviously. I believe that we're probably gonna tune this a lot more in the future. This was right after launch, so a lot of things were obviously overtuned. But yeah, that's it. Make sure to check me out on Twitch, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.